Assalomu alaykum. San Diegoda, Kaliforniya shtati, Amerika Qo'shma Shtatlarida Safari Park turimiz davom etadi. Mana biz mana shular uchun kelganmiz. Bular uxlayapti. Karkidonlar har biri bir necha tonnadan ziyod 2-3 tonna bo'lsa kerak hozir bular yesa. Rhino deydi. Yo'qotmadik, biz turmadik. Yo'ldan kelib mashinada qoladimi desa yo'q. Antilopalar mana kichkinasi.
I do so many of these a day, I don't even know who I'm talking to. Yeah, you'll really remember it if I tell you again, right?
Mazza uxlayapti. Karkidonlar. Voy, oldi o'tamiz biz.
We had tiny hippos, this is where they were doing.
O'zimizda ariqlarga o'xshashini qarang.
Rhinos, and yeah, they will go in this water because it's shallow. What does that mean?
Hozir jirafalardan keldik. Ko'p qolib ketganimizga ikki qism qilay dedi. Hozir endi
Look how long and huge it is. This is the only rhino on Earth that's really shaped like they are. First of all, notice the big wide mouth. It's the only rhino with a wide mouth. All other rhinos have a long pointy upper lip. Gives them a triangular look. You're clear, Jason. So we're going to get you up close to see the baby.
Karkidon kelyapmiz. Sizlar. Rhino. Shuni turishini. Voy, tas turdi. Kim qolsaydi? Voy, kichkina bolachasi uxlayapti. Shirinligini, ana qarang uxlayapti. Shoxini.
These are southern white rhinos. They grew up south of the equator in Africa. But
Oh, he looked for us. Nice.
what color
Ke. Bitta ursang
Nice.
mashinani
You see the baby?
ichingara.
white or black rhino? All
Xo'p, turishida 2 tonna bor mana shu.
white rhinos are a lighter shade of gray. So here's the real reason.
Look at the baby.
I think we call them the white.
Ko'rsam hali muzik davri bilan Kung-Fu ismi sho'radi bo'ladi.
And this is the only rhino on Earth whose mouth is shaped like that. All other rhinos have a long pointy upper lip that gives them a triangular.
Xudoning mo'jizasi. Hey!
No, don't yell, please. Some of the first European settlers to South Africa,
Chaqirmang deyapti.
and they were explaining to the English speakers, you're going to be out in the woods, Steve, and you're going to see those rhinos with the wide mouth. You're going to see the wide rhino. But the Dutch word for wide is white. So you're going to see the white rhino, Steve. And I'm like, wow, I can't wait. I don't know if that story is true, but if you want to remember the white rhinos have the wide mouth, you'll never misidentify them again. It's the only one.
Yo'q,
Why do they have the
kattalar
wide
bor ichida.
mouth? It's the only rhino that only eats grass. That's all they eat. No, the rest of them eat browse like sticks and twigs
Onasi ekan.
and roots and fruits, and these guys only eat grass. That's a big
Mazza
grass
qilyapti.
fed, about 5,000 pounds she weighs. The big one here on the left with the long horn, that's about the longest.
Voy,
sharpest
kichkinacha
horn in
chaqaloq.
the rhinos.
Ters qalin bo'ladi.
All females except for one immature male, so we do have one boy out. He's one of the youngsters over here. Let's see if I can well, usually there's a bull out here year-round all the time, but with the COVID quarantine, we were the only zoo open pretty much, and nobody else had a revenue flow, so nobody else wants any new animals. So we've had to pull a lot of our breeding bulls out of the field, so we won't end up with a population explosion. Yeah, I mean, we're so successful here, if we have them out here, they're going to procreate, so we have to pull them apart sometimes to slow that process down. Hey, notice what's a rhino horn made of?
Keratin.
Bird feathers, right? Yeah. Notice rhinos are walking around on 3 toes on each foot with a
Şirince
hook
şirince
on the
kichkina
end of
qarang
each
ular.
toe. And what does that make them? Odd-toed ungulates. Thank you.
Good remembering.
Yeah. Guess what? There's only 3 odd-toed ungulates on planet Earth. Rhinos, the entire horse family, and tapirs.
Wait, the horse family has 3? I thought it has 1.
No, it just has 1, yeah. So
Yeah,
they're an
so they're the
odd-toed.
odds, right?
Yeah,
Okay, there we go.
Those are the only 3 odd-toed ungulates on planet Earth anymore. Before the last ice age, there were hundreds.
Zebra in the horse family or not?
Zebras, zebras, wild asses, all the horses, you know. Some migratory ducks. They always stop here on their way to South America.
Yana bitta paxtor bo'lsin.
We often
O'zbekistonlik
have
qarshi.
the
Vatan
all
voliga.
the others.
Bitta bitta.
What are their
Boshqatdan.
feathers made of? Rhino horns, right? Look at little baby.
Qara, qara, qara.
Maria. Guess what she's going to do today? She's going to drink 9 more gallons of mom's milk today. And as a result, she'll gain 3 more pounds just today from drinking that milk.
Seriously? 3 pounds?
And look, she's walking with her cousin Alice. That little one there, her name is Alice.
Ya buni tutdi-yu. Ish vaqti boshlandi.
She's just over a year old.
Kattalik
She
qarang,
probably
narisini.
weighs about 1200.
2-3 tonna bor u. Suyagi ham,
Females can breed
terisi
at
ham
about
og'ir bo'ladi, biroq.
Males have to be a little bit older.
What kind of hawk is that? You know?
Juda ko'p nojo'ya ta'sirlar
What are the hawks?
Habibullo akam, qayerda ekan? Toshkentda?
Toshkentdami?
There's a pair of them.
Kattadiyu, kattami?
Voy, borgan joyimizda shu yerda yashaydi deyatuvdi ekan, Namanganniki, biroq akalarimiz uyimizda.
degana narsa.
Some people go, wait, Steve, look, those rhinos aren't walking on their toes, they're walking flat on the ground. Look at the hind legs. You notice that bone that angles off halfway up? That's their heels. So you can see they really are perched up on their tiptoes. What looks like it should be the heel is an internal wedge-shaped cartilage matrix that functions like a giant Dr. Scholl's foot pad. They're jealous. They are jealous, like a fella. Well, let's see.
Turdi. Yom kattasi.
So did I tell you that? I told you the northern white rhino straight over. As long as I've done that, I've done my job.
Tur bolam.
Maslahatdan bormay turgan ziyod.
Well, these don't.
Ko'rganman.
Some people do have the idea that rhinos are mean and aggressive because you've seen the black rhinos on the nature shows chasing trucks around. Black rhinos are probably the least social mammal on the entire planet. These white rhinos are the most social of all the rhinos, and they're actually more social than many of these other herds. Now, here's a story. How do we get started breeding rhinos here? In 1969, we broke ground here.
Uzoq qolib ketdi ekan ular
There had
o'tdi
never
joyda.
been a rhino born in human care before. The government of South Africa said, "Did you hear what the San Diego Zoo did? Opened a huge breeding facility. They sent us 22 wild-caught southern white rhinos to start our program." Yeah, but there was only one problem with that. They were all girls. How did you know?
Just guessing.
Did you orchestrate that?
Nope, just guessing.
Fortunately for us, we had 2 downtown, a male and a female. They'd been together for 9 years, had never produced any babies, and we didn't know why, but we brought them up here. We didn't know a lot about rhinos. But when the male saw 22 new wild girlfriends, he went a little crazy and sired our first 50 rhino babies.
Oh my
I
God.
heard that on one of your videos in San Diego Zoo. They said something about was it rhinos?
Exactly.
Like you had to have like access over.
Well, and then what happened was, and then we found out, the world found out for the first time, his mate also got pregnant and gave birth. And that's when the world found out for the first time that white rhinos won't allow themselves to go into estrus unless they know they have the safety and security of a sisterhood on the other end
Interesting.
that'll help them with the babies.
So that's why they had
So
never
what a
produced
social
before.
compact they have with each other to rely on each other to that point that they won't chance giving birth until we know we have some support system around. Pretty
But
awesome.
you didn't know until you brought them down here.
Exactly
What
right.
year was that? Do you remember?
That was back in 1972.
Do you remember hearing that.
That was the year we opened to the public.
Did you find out with other animals too that there had to be like the bird animals? Was there other species that had to be
Yok,
like, you had to
hakikaten
have
altın
a
getirdi.
bunch of them so it would be
Well,
Biz
yes,
görüş
there are
geliyorduk,
other
ko'rsat,
species that
to'ydirib.
function like that, yeah. So it's not just...
Bir özüm ko'rsatmay, bu yoqda bir 500 odam kutib. 100 ming odam ko'radi hali.
As a matter of
Right.
fact, through that tree on top
Avaz
of the
kanadı
hill up
yaptı,
there, you
avaz
see
kanadı
the
yaptı.
Avaz
chain
kanadı.
link facility up there. That's our California condor breeding facility.
Kamyonlarla roka yaptız. Halk da avazını eşliymiş. Avaz kanadı geldiler. Yani yazılar avaz kanadı gelmesi.
Benim dayım fotoğrafı.
They're one of
Herkes
the
yana
most
kadar
favorite
attı.
entree
İlk
items on the menu.
İlk akçını yapaladı.
Where's Lewis? Thank you.
Abi
Just like
uçuramız.
their name says, water buck, they have to drink water every
Kan,
day,
Jonathan.
so they're always near water. And they know that
still
if
yaptı.
lions come out of the bush,
Jonathan.
all they have to do is jump in deep
Amerika'da
water,
yükseliş
and the lions
yalnız
won't follow
rafları.
them in. But
Hala
there's one
çıkar.
problem with that strategy, they can't swim.
Oh.
Right. Look how shiny her coat is. It looks sort of wet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Their skin secretes an oil that coats their fur. If they do jump in deep water, that greasy fur captures tiny, minute air bubbles all over, and they just go floating around like a duck. So pretty clever if you're an antelope.
Sorry.
And you need to get away from lions, no problem.
Abi oldu, reis bu, yürüdük. İyi oldu, keyin ahire
Oh, a
qilamiz.
flying person. The zip line is open. I see. Yeah.
Okay,
You
we're
see the tower
gonna
up there
go.
on the hill?
Can you see the cattle or something up there?
Those are the Cape Buffalo, African
Okay,
Cape
so maybe we'll do
Buffalo.
that farther, but I get
I think so. Yeah, they're pretty far up there. It's up there.
Şu an yapıla ko'rmabman. Buffalo.
You see the silver tower on the hill behind us? That's where they fling you off of on the zip line. And you fly all the way down here, and the landing spot is just on the other side of that little hill right there.
Gittik. Bakın.
This is
Yeah,
Roaring
that's
Snore Camp up here. It's also Kalima Point. This is a great place to just come and hang out, watch the animals out here in the field. You can camp out with us here if you want. That permanent canvas tent village up there. They're just waiting for you to show up with a sleeping bag and a toothbrush. Oh, and you guys did it last night. Awesome. Was it fun?
Did you get any sleep?
Is it different at night? I mean, for dust?
Hayır, karkitonlar.
A lot more like the animals, like the lions.
Lions and
Well, we're making noise all night.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Really,
Yeah, it's really fun.
Hanım.
Take
Guys,
you on hikes in the park in the
no, get
dark
you
by
a second.
flashlight, roast s'mores, and there's a bar. Just saying. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. And the coolest thing, there's only one thing cooler than going to sleep at the safari park, and that's waking up, right? Because in the morning it's beautiful. I love the roar and snore. Thanks for coming and doing that.
So,
And this is the tram, folks. You're going to want to take the tram because the tram, you see the ridge line up there? On the other side of that ridge, we have a whole second valley just as big as this one. The tram drives you around that valley.
neyi olga
So you'll
tarayaptılar?
see black rhinos and Maasai giraffe if you take the tram. It's covered and you can take refreshments and drinks or whatever you want on that.
Mr. Steve,
Yes, sir.
It was all good.
could you say something? For example, hello Uzbekistan.
Hello, Uzbekistan.
MashaAllah.
Hey.
People from Uzbekistan are watching you.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Approximately
Yeah.
100,000 people will watch you in the future.
No, really?
Right now, more than 500 are online.
Well, thank you for being here at the park today, and we'd like to see each one of you here.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Steve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, look at this pond. Does that look like green water? It's actually gray water. That's one of those ponds. We capture all the gray water that goes down the drains of the sinks and water fountains, catch it in ponds like this, retreat the water, and use that to water our own grounds here. Don't forget to come and check out our Transvaal lions that live right here. These are the largest of the lions in South Africa.
Kekseler.
Oradaki yanlışını ses koydum ya.
Ha, şimdi sırası ölçüt bu yine.
It's out today
It's
weighs
got
about
it.
485 pounds. He's a- Oh, I don't know. Just, they like to lay on top of it. It warms up in the sun, and then they lay on it, and it's fun. And it's a nice photo op, you know. You can tell all your friends that you watched them eat the driver just before you took the picture. You know, it's kind of cheesy, but.
And will they be out during the noonday sun like this? Or
Oh yeah, there's two. We only have 4, and 2 of them are out all day and night long. So there are 2 of them out always, And then the next morning we trade them, and the other two come out, and those others get to be behind the scenes for a whole day and a half. This is our new water treatment plant. We treat all of our carnivore waste before we release it back.
Güzel joylar ekan.
Endi
Well, folks, we're going to be
Ichkarini
encountering
ko'ramiz.
the most dangerous animals in the safari park now, so I'll ask us all to sit back down. That way,
Eng dahshatli joylarga kelyapmiz, deyapti. Can you have some water, please?
Yes, sure.
Thank you very much.
Javob berardim ustoz.
Yo'q.
Men turganda bo'lardi.
Hey, voy rahmat Zaratan. Mana qaranglar. Haligi firefighters haligi o'shalarni
Oh,
taqirga o'xshaykan. Zo'r. Nima firefighters shu yong'inga yaxshi.
You know, like they have usually like get the water.
uh-huh.
He's saying it looks like that. Like,
Yerga
Oh,
qo'ymaslik
is that
uchun.
what firefighters?
Yerga qo'ymaslik uchun da tez ariq qilish. Olgandan
so
keyin
they don't have to put in the down. So hurry up.
Right,
I've never seen it.
in order to save time. Davay?
It's the practice line for the zip line.
Keyin kelamiz.
If
Juda
they
muzli
take you
ekan.
here, let you practice, so you won't have a
Vanessa
heart
bilan.
attack when they fling you off that
All-
tower.
all
that
the
you
stolamiz
saw out
yaxshilab.
there in the field. Hey guys, I'm going to
Berkan idishini qarang. Na yerga qo'yib bo'ladi. Olasan ichasan demoqchimi? Mayli.
Did you know the zoo opened in 1916, over 100 years ago? Well, he was the
Yeah.
director down there for a long
Longa
time.
narigi ikkalasi bittada kechaga bordik-ku.
Suvga 100 yil bo'lgan. Bu 72-yil oxirgi.
Realization
16-chi.
that taking animals from the
1916.
wild to
Mana
fill
shu.
up zoos just wasn't right. So
Bu
we had a
ko'rganimda
vision of
internetda
creating
72
a
degan.
huge breeding facility where we could create our own self-sustaining
Recreation
herds of these large African and Asian ungulates, animals that need the most room to be able to breed.
Hello, deb qo'yman.
And that way, when a new
Hello.
zoo is in North America,
Oh,
you don't
salarim.
have to go to
Oh,
Africa
salarim.
and tear those animals away. We've got them for you right here.
Siz bo'g'irsoqlaringiz hamma joyda bor.
In 1969,
Butun dunyo bo'yicha.
The World Bo'g'irsoq Association rahbariman-ku.
To this very day, we
Naqa bu dadizasi solib bo'g'irsoq
Isn't that awesome? Guess what? None of that would even be possible if you guys hadn't invested.
Assalomu alaykum
Thank
barchaga.
you.
San Diego,
None of this would be possible.
Kaliforniyadan safari park.
Suv ichamiz
That's
otga
right.
Barcha O'zbekiston
It's for nature.
Katta
butun dunyoda kuzatayotgan hamshirarimizga salomlar bo'lsin.
Small few for this ride.
Assalomu
A
alaykum.
portion of every.
Hozir yana eng qo'rqinchli hayvonlar oldiga boramiz, o'tiringlar deganiga qaraganda menimcha
Oh, look, the door's open. Oh, and all the elephants are up in the upper yard. Yes, sir.
Hey, the leads are asking us to ask all the if there's anyone that drives a gold Honda CRV.
Anyone driving a gold Honda CRV?
No.
Nope.
nima deyapti?
Honda CRV 2000.
Why? Is it on fire?
No, I don't.
Nima qilib? Ha, haydash vaqtida
It
deyapti.
really could be. What
Yeah,
about
I know you've heard about
Motor
the
parking
Kias and
point,
the
yeah.
days that are
Ha, yo'q,
You're warning people to
Biz
park.
to'g'ri tikka parking qilamiz-ku.
Yeah.
80% erkaklar parkovka qilayotganda bitta parkovka qilar ekan, 20% oldinga olib, orqaga olib, orqaga olib.
That is the trail to take you up to Tiger Trails. We specialize in breeding large African
Yo'l yo'lbars ketamiz.
carnivores, Sumatran tigers, and cheetahs. Had over 180
Somon, o pichan.
Not sure how many tigers, but
Sulus.
you'll learn that if you go up there. That's also where our newest exhibit is, the Australian Walkabout. Up in the Australian Walkabout, you can walk through a big yard where there's kangaroos and wallabies running free right in front of you. There's a little joey about that big hopping around somewhere up there. And you'll have the opportunity to see the only two platypuses outside of Australia. We've got them. You can see them right here today.
What?
Yeah, so make sure you do because you'll have bragging rights if you do.
Thank you, Rice boy.
Nobody else has platypuses like we do.
Oh.
Well, guys, I hate to do this to you, but they forced me to, and that's bringing you back to civilization, darn it. I wish we could stay out there all day.
Oh.
You're clear, Jason.
Kattakon rahmat. Endi biz mashinadagi safari
Hey
parkka
guys,
keldik.
you think maybe someday,
Shams
maybe
piyoda
that'll be my
aylanamiz.
parking spot?
Yaxshi joy. Sorry, o'qiymiz. Ko'p vaqtimiz. Rahmat. Bugun kechga Los-Anjelesga uchamiz. Yuramiz aniq. Shadiyam ko'rishamiz.